Hey, what's up, COD Gamers? We're right here at the Skate 2 party. John Cardell is here with us.
Just hanging out, man. Checking out my new game. I'm all hyped on it. Skate 2. This is my first time being in Skate 2. I was in an old game called Grind Session a while back, and but this is like unreal. This game is insane.
Well, in case you don't know, John Cardell is a super famous skateboarder, finally in his own video game. Obviously, this is Skate 2, so what was your input in the game?
Just a lot of verbal stuff. You know, they had already mastered the design of the skateboarding, so it's just kind of like they put a couple style moves in there, and basically my verbal attack on the whole gig.
All right, yes, at the Skate 2 party, we're with Sean Laker. He's the producer of the game. You've built up a pretty big cult, kind of a cult following with Skate 1. How many units did that thing get out of the store shelves?
We sold a bunch. I don't know where the numbers ended up in the end, but you know, we were really happy. I think we exceeded our expectations. Everybody really, you know, Skate was well received, and obviously with, you know, Tony Hawk taking some time off, it was a statement to say that we did a great job, and the team back at Black Box, including myself, we're all very proud of what we pulled off last year.
Now, Skate 2, you're going to have to build and put out a more exciting game, obviously, this time. What are the new features?
Well, the two new features we're talking about today are one, which is double your bag of tricks. So there's literally twice as many tricks in the game this year, which is huge for a sequel. I mean, we've gone and told people about what it is that we are planning for Skate 2 with new tricks, and everybody's extremely excited. You know, it's twice the number of tricks, it's twice the gameplay, and that factored in with the other big feature, which is New San Vanalona, a brand new city. You know, you have all these new ways to play the game, and you have a brand new city to play in. So we're extremely pleased with what we're offering in Skate 2.
One of the best things about the first Skate game is that opening movie. Yes. It is by far one of the best opening movies I've ever seen in any kind of action sports video game. I know you have another movie probably at the beginning of Skate 2, right? Can you just tell us who's in it?
There's definitely something planned. As you know, last year we brought in a lot of our pro skaters, and those guys were obviously the big part of the video. They don't want to see us. They don't want to see developers on TV. They want to see the skate pros. The plans are still a little bit under wraps. It's not quite exposed just yet, but I can promise you it's going to be just as good, if not better, as last year.
What's your favorite move that you've been playing over and over and you go, wow, this is awesome? Which one do you pull off the most when you're playing the new Skate 2?
It's a tie. It's a tie between two. I'd say hippie jumps are a new big feature in the game. You know, last year it was all about finding the exact right spot to do a hippie jump. This year you can do it by just pressing and holding A and X button, both the push buttons. It's one of my favorites because you can hippie jump pretty much anything. It's rad. My next second favorite, or 1.5 favorite, would have to be hand plants. That's a big feature everyone was asking for. You go to any message board and people are, you know, we want hand plants, so we finally got them in the game. So that's my second favorite. I know you asked for one, I gave you two.
That's fine. And finally, I know I said that before, all the new environments, can you describe some of the new places to go in the city?
Yeah, so I can give you sort of a quick overview of what happened with San Vanalona. Really, this is 5 years after the disasters that were Skate Wii. So, you know, the city's been completely rebuilt by Mongol Corp, which is the corporations that come in and sort of try to clean up the city. Little to their, there's tons of great spots. They couldn't stop that. But there's also going to be security and skate capping from Mongol Corp. But that's just a part of the city. You know, a big part of the city is that we've introduced some brand new areas and brand new spaces. We've introduced you the waterfront, which is at the bottom of downtown. So we actually have a real waterfront this year, which is really exciting. It's a big, wide open space, lots of vert, lots of clean lines, lots of movable objects. It's going to be really fun. Suburbs was completely destroyed. We didn't like it that much, and it got maybe a tornado, some random disaster we're unsure about. But it was an excuse to get rid of it, so we actually replaced that with the projects, what's tentatively known as the project. It's high-rise residential living on these multi-tier platforms. It's lots of big drops, lots of great plaza gameplay. It's going to be really fun. And the last one, which I'm most excited about, is San Van Mountain, which is really just a downhill focused environment where, you know, last year we had downhills built into the city. That was really difficult to build, really compelling downhill lines while still building great gameplay all around it, right? That was our city. We had to commit to doing both. So with Sandman Mountain, what we've done is we moved the steep and deep, crazy downhills out of the city, moved it up to the mountaintop where you're flying in through trees and going through shortcuts, and it's really fun. It redefines downhill for us, definitely.
Well, we look forward to Skate 2. It's Sean Laker right here on Got Game TV.